Welcome back to the Valley of the Suns podcast. I'm Kory Miller. This is your Rookie Watch podcast for the first week of January, the 1st through the 7th. The Suns played 3 games this week and actually had a winning week, going 2-1. On Monday night, they played against the Clippers. On Tuesday night, they played against the Heat, and they finished the week Thursday against Dallas. Marquese Chriss had the best week of any rookie on the Suns roster, as he normally does. In the game Monday against the Clippers, he played 12 minutes, totaling 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. He was -5 for the game and committed 2 personal fouls. He had a much better game Tuesday against Miami, scoring a career-high 18 points in 31 minutes. He shot an efficient 7 of 11, gathered 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, and was +6 for the game. Unfortunately, on Thursday, he regressed back to 2 points, both from the free throw line, missing both of his field goals. However, gathering an impressive 8 rebounds in 18 minutes of play against Dallas. Overall, Chriss had an up-and-down week. He had a nice game against Miami with a career high, and it's nice that his personal fouls are trending downward, something that he struggled with since the beginning of the year. But unfortunately, he's still inconsistent, and he needs to control his emotions better when things don't go his way on the court. Overall, he does seem to be developing nicely, and it is helpful that he's getting meaningful minutes in most, if not all, of these games. If he can continue to cut down on his fouls and control his emotions a little bit better and become a little bit more consistent by the end of the year, he'll be able to take the next step and really contribute for this team moving forward. Dragan Bender had a pretty disappointing week for the Suns. After he had a pair of nice games last week, it looked like he had turned a corner. Unfortunately, he shot a combined 1 for 7 in all 3 games this week and only scored 2 points across those 3 games. It definitely looked like he regressed a little bit compared to how he played last week. And unfortunately, he's just not getting the consistent minutes that Marquese Chriss is. And I think that's hampering some of his development. I'd really like to see Earl Watson get Bender a consistent 20 to 25 minutes off the bench for the rest of the year and see how he develops his game. Tyler Ulis only played in 2 of the 3 games this week. He totaled 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting across both of those games. He played against the Clippers on Monday and he played Tuesday against Miami. He got a DNP coach's decision Thursday night for the game against Dallas. It's good to see that he got significant minutes in a couple games this week. Unfortunately, it really didn't do much. Like Bender, I'd like to see Watson get him more consistent minutes as we move on towards the end of the season. And Ulis and Bender in particular, I think, need to lead the Summer League team in Vegas in July and really get consistent minutes moving into next season. That's a quick recap of how the rookies did this week. Moving forward, this next week, the Suns are playing 3 games. They play Sunday the 8th, tomorrow, against Cleveland at home. On Thursday, they play in Mexico City against Dallas, and they continue their road trip in Mexico City on Saturday against the Spurs. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.